EA Sports welcomes you to the Atlanta Motor Speedway. This track has been a host to history. It is the home of many famous faces and famous races. The stars of the NEXTEL Cup Series face the toughest competition on the fastest courses. Well, nowhere is the competition tougher or the track faster than at the 1.5-mile Atlanta Motor Speedway, where finishing second simply means you were not fast enough.
I think we're in for some incredible racing, judging by this track's history.
There sure have been some incredible finishes here at Atlanta. In the March race of 2001, Kevin Harvick beat Jeff Gordon to the checkered by mere inches to win his first NASCAR Winston Cup race. Given the circumstances and the emotion of that victory, that is one that people will talk about for decades to come. The NEXTEL Cup Series has returned for the Battle of Atlanta, and winning here makes tomorrow more than just another day.
I basically like to think of Atlanta as probably one of my worst tracks in NASCAR Let's Plays. And this first part is choppy because I was using a video webcam instead of an actual camcorder, so I apologize for that. But NASCAR 06 basically is probably my worst race ever in NASCAR 06. Basically because I could not keep the car straight. It was just so slippery. Or I just kept flying around. The track was so slick and everything, and I just could not hold on to the car at all. I was running like near the back pretty much the entire race, and even with like a few laps to go, I couldn't hold it. I just had no way to do it, and I was really struggling on this race by itself because it's just. I don't have much experience with Atlanta by itself, and in the end I ended up finishing 30th, which is probably where I should have finished anyway. That was a tough race for me. I come back the next time not having a lot of confidence in NASCAR 6 in the chase. 4 races left in the chase, and right here is when I knew I was doing well, and I screwed up right there, but I still managed to do really well. And apparently my driving skills are a lot better than I thought, because as you watch this next clip, you will probably see why, because this part is where it got really interesting.
Are we going 4 wide at Atlanta, really? We're going 4 wide Atlanta almost. Oh, shoot. No. Get back up on track. Damn it. There's caution. Okay. At least I didn't come back up on track and then wreck someone. Yeah, I was trying to get back up, but I had room, but I didn't want to hit Kenny Ball.
I was actually running really well, and 5 laps to go, Kurt Busch went around, staying at the green, white, checkered. Unfortunately, I couldn't do anything with that, but I came home 4th, which is one of my best performances in Atlanta at all time. So I really think I did a really good job there. And then NASCAR 7, I actually stunned all you guys by actually winning Atlanta. Considering how tough it was to win for me in Atlanta, I actually did really well for once. And I was like, yes, thank goodness. Then we get to NASCAR 8, and I had to go from a 43rd place starting spot, and I ended up having to suffer through a lot of turmoil, such as this speeding penalty, which made me have to get right side tires instead of 4 tires. And I was struggling with those worn tires, and in the end I almost got that 5th spot if I could just stayed under the Scott Riggs, but it didn't work. I ended up getting 6th, which is still a pretty good day from my perspective. So then we move on to NASCAR 2004, and this race got boring until the last few laps where I was battling Jimmy Johnson for the win. As you can see, I am trying to pass Jimmy Johnson for the lead, and I get it with 2 laps to go. Unfortunately, that's when I got a little overconfident, because as you can see right here, I way overdrove turn 1, missed the braking point completely. Johnson gets my inside, and pretty much we are continuing to duke it out, going down the back straightaway. I did clear him, but unfortunately I could not keep the car on the bottom going in at 3. He is able to get back to my inside, and we are continuing to duke it out, coming into the white flag, and you can see how it ends right here.
Side by side, gotta run off the 2. Hit Johnson a bit. This is gonna be close. This is gonna be a great Atlanta finish. Crossover move, looking for the win. Side by side, no! No! Oh, Jerry Johnson beats me by 31,000.
Well, second time definitely was not the charm, because on the first lap of the race, I was hitting Newman already. And I hit him a little more right here because I tried to hold it in the middle and I couldn't do that, and we just wrecked coming to the end of lap 1. Lap 1. And this one right here isn't even a caution. Lap 10, I hit Harvick and I hit the wall real hard, and I dropped 10 spots because of it. So at this point I couldn't even make out those spots, and I'm thinking, you know what, let me just take right sides and see if I can win the race that way. So that didn't work because I'm battling for a top 5 spot with 2 laps to go now, and I can't even do that because right here coming into turn 1 the car breaks loose, the back end just snaps around, and there it goes. I had to keep it up so I wouldn't hit anyone else, and in the end I end up finishing 22nd. That's average, but not what I really wanted, especially what I could have had. Then we get back to Atlanta for NASCAR 5, which is my last race as to this point. Hit Elliott Sadler, and that's where I lose complete control of the car. I could not hold on to it. Right there, looked like I saved it, but I'm on the apron, and it's really slippery down there, and I go around. So Atlanta's pretty much a slick track in NASCAR 06 and NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup. Right here on the restart, I hit Brian Vickers because I didn't see him up there. I went from the bottom track to the top of the track pretty much, and that didn't work out. And a couple laps before we were supposed to pit stops, trying to block with Murray. Nope, that didn't work. I went around for a third time before pit stops even happened. That was mid-pack at that point. I'm still about mid-pack after pit stops and about 12 laps ago, coming to 11 laps ago, and I feel really dumb right there, hitting the apron for no apparent reason. Just wrecked myself. That was dumb. And during the next restart, between cautions, I ended up getting Terry Body really mad, which led to a caution, and then it led to another caution on the green white checker where Terry Body just says, screw you, I'm just gonna hit you because I don't really care what happens, because we're off turn 2 and I don't care. I got side by side with you, so it doesn't matter. And in the end I finished 26th. Definitely not my best finish. But there's my Atlanta stats in 7 starts. I still have a few more races for Atlanta to run. Hopefully they'll make my average finish a lot better. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys at Vegas next week.